Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. In the last episode, we got started on Agrabah, and now you may be wondering, if we started Agrabah, why am I back here in the Dalmatian House? Well, as you can see to my right, I have an item on the floor that the Dalmatians gave me. Now, I didn't record the cutscene that actually happens when you first come in after collecting a few of the Dalmatians, so I sort of don't have the cutscene, but I do have the item and I can show you what the item is. And it is a Kuraga G and a Furaga G. So I believe that's the first two tiers for collecting, I think maybe 20 Dalmatians maybe? I'm just gonna check that real quick. So you can come here and, oh actually it's a lot less. I have 9, let's see, 21. Okay, so I think that was for collecting 20 Dalmatians. I'm not too sure on that, but, well, oh shoot. Okay, and this is also an enemy that we do not want to deal with at this time, because it will kill us really bad, like right now. So if you see that enemy, just run. Run like your life depended on it, because it really does, and you don't want to fight that thing. We're gonna have to fight that thing later on in order to grind for materials, but we'll deal with it when we have to. So right now what I'm just gonna do is pretty much just walk back out of here and go back to Agrabah. Because if you can remember from last time, we have to save Jasmine. So just go here, go to the save point, and then go back to the gummy ship. And now I can also show this off. So if a world is not right next to the world that you're in currently, so for instance if I wanted to go somewhere that's further away, we can't just normally drive there. We can warp there though, and that makes it a lot faster. So just know that in any world that we've already visited, we're pretty much gonna exclusively warp there, unless otherwise stated. So what we want to do is just land back at Dalmations House. And then save right here. Okay, and we just jump out of the wall, hole in the wall, and pretty much destroy these heartless that destroyed us before. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that if you need to, you can always equip Arrow, because Arrow does up your defense by a little bit. So if you need help in the defense department, you can use Arrow to help out. So what I'm gonna do is probably use Arrow a lot more often, and hopefully that'll help keep my survivability higher. Because these fat bandits hurt a lot. So basically where we want to get to is the palace right now, I think. So what I'm gonna do is just look around searching for a way to get to the palace. And I'll just fight on some of the battles along the way. Okay, and now we just go up here and look for a way to get to the palace, which is this way. So now we end up in the bazaar. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly at least. And we have to deal with a bunch of these guys. So almost every pot here is basically a pot spider. So it's gonna be pretty annoying if you don't know how to deal with the group of them, because there's a lot of enemies that spawn down here. So a lot of Heartless like to group up on you down here, because it's a small cubby hole for them to live in. And they don't like you invading their personal space. So what I'm gonna do is just hopefully finish these guys off as fast as I can. Probably didn't need to use arrow there, but I'll do it just in case. But anyways, we want to use Trinity. And suddenly they just wake up out of nowhere. It's like nothing ever happened at all. So that's a blue Trinity mark right there. So that's one less Trinity to worry about. And what we have to do is actually jump across over here. And we get an item, a Thundaraji, which is another weapon gummy. And now we're going to go up here, get another chest with a fire ring, which is absolutely useless for now. Or actually, give me a second. Not customize. Yeah, it's pretty much useless right now because all the equipment that we have is much better than the fire ring. So after opening that up, you just want to go here and somehow get back up there. So what we want to do is go this way, and then jump across this way, and now before you go any further from the into the palace gates, please make sure to have whatever items and equipment you want to be set correctly. So in this case, I'm going to check my items. And I'm going to take out a bunch of potions. And for Donald, I'm going to take out a bunch of ethers. And for me, I'm going to take out nothing because I think that should be good for now. Okay. So, if you haven't figured out already, Palace Gates, it's gonna be a boss fight. So, what we want to do here is just jump down
setting your sights a little high, aren't you, boy? Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
Jasmine!
I'm so sorry, Aladdin.
Genie, help Jasmine, please.
One wish left. You're making this really easy, you know?
So sorry, boy. I'm afraid your second wish has been denied.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Al.
And now, I bid you all farewell. Attack!
And now we get into a boss fight. I think this is the pot centipede, this is called. And what you really want to do is basically just keep smacking it. I'm not even joking, just keep smacking it. You can break its pieces so that you can heal off of them, but it's not really necessary. I think they also drop other stuff, but I usually don't break the pieces of them. And I just also like the head. So really, it's just a smash fest. Smash the attack, and if you want, go after these guys for some money. I guess they drop money, and I thought they would drop some HP as well, but it's not. But yeah, you can always mash these pieces so that since the actual boss doesn't get more pieces on him, because every pot counts, so the more pots he has, the longer he gets. And yeah, you don't want him to get too long that you can't really do with him. And this is a terrible camera angle. Camera, please work with me. Really hated him because of that. And as you just saw, Arrow takes 2 MP bars. So sometimes it's not really MP efficient to use it. Ah, there you go. There's the HP drop that I wanted. But yeah, pretty much you just want to rinse and repeat, destroy everything as much as you can. And you don't really have to worry about your party members much because they know what they're doing on this. The AI is kind of bad, but it is kind of cooperative as well. And I also learned something new, which is that you can press the triangle button to actually rally them and make them attack the same opponent that you're attacking. So I actually did not know that until just recently, so it's pretty nice. I'm just gonna recast Arrow here. You don't really have to do that because, as you can see, the boss is almost dead. So, and there we go. Easy peasy. And we get the Ray of Light.